Welcome back to Macabre Monday on Sinister Serials. In our last encounter with Mists of the Ancestors, the McAllister family delved deeper into the enigmatic history of their ancestral home, uncovering chilling secrets and ancient betrayals. As the spectral fog thickens, revealing the manor's eerie corridors and hidden chambers, join us for the next chapter where past and present collide, weaving a tale of mystery, dread, and a quest for redemption.
As dawn's pale light crept over the mist-shrouded manor, the McAllisters stirred from their restless slumber, the newly forged oath weighing heavy on their weary minds. Over a solemn breakfast, Lily pored through the time-worn pages of Eldric's ancient diary, gleaning further insight into the sinister curse that had plagued their lineage.
Listen now, for I have more fully deciphered the ritual we must perform to break this malevolent spell,
she declared, her voice erupting in the silence like a clap of thunder. Her eyes, though shadowed with exhaustion, shone with scholarly fervor in the burgeoning light.
To sever the tie binding our family's souls, we must gather 3 arcane relics, items that once sealed Eldric and his kin to this place through blood and oath.
Her fingers traced the inscrutable text as she continued.
I know not what form they may take, nor where they lie hidden, but the clues etched here point towards the oldest wings of the house.
A spark of bold adventure flashed across Robert's careworn yet kindly features then, chasing away the spectre of fear that had gripped him since their arrival. Then we shall explore those abandoned places, he stated firmly, giving Margaret's trembling hand a bolstering squeeze. United and undaunted, we will uncover whatever ancient secrets lie hidden in the dust and shadows therein. His voice resonated with paternal strength, kindling a flame of hope within their hearts. Facing the unknown was less daunting, Lily realized, when she had loved ones to light the way. Donning wool coats as a shield against the ever-present chill, the McAllisters ventured into the northern wing of the manor, each footstep echoing through corridors long bereft of human presence. Gossamer cobwebs draped the passageways like whispered threats, clutching at their clothes with spectral fingers as they delved deeper into the manor's forgotten memories. Pausing within a room, barren even of furnishings, a glint of silver caught Lily's eye from amidst the crumbling mortar of the ancient hearthstone.
Here,
she exclaimed, reaching to extract the first relic, an intricate amulet of tarnished bronze entwined with strands of braided horsehair. Deep grooves marred its surface, symbols of power crafted to channel unseen energies. As she held the talisman aloft, a charge rippled through the air, and in the darkened window, their own stunned faces stared back amidst a now swirling crowd of fog-bound spirits trapped behind the glass. The first trial had begun. Beneath the silver glow of the full moon, an unnatural stillness gripped the grounds of the fog-veiled McAllister estate. The ancient oaks and elms stood as silent sentinels, their gnarled branches ensnared by ethereal threads of luminous mist. Upon the sweeping lawns, barely glimpsed through the swirling vapor, spectral shapes manifested, then faded, as they performed a grim, eternal dance, macabre. Within the manor, an uneasy quiet reigned, a palpable tension charging the darkened halls and bedchambers. Lying awake long past the fading toll of midnight, Lily felt her weary body and racing mind waging war as revelations gripped her. Eldric's diary lay open beside her upon the antique bedspread, the arcane keys to their salvation etched in its fragile yellowed pages. 3 relics now collected, 3 more trials yet ahead. The ritual itself loomed imminent on the horizon, its shadowy form coalescing each day as the veil between worlds inexorably thinned. Somewhere else in the vast, haunted depths of the estate, she knew her family's members too endured their own sleepless vigils, minds and bodies tensed as they braced themselves for whatever new malevolent forces stirred in the fog-drenched night. Soon they would stand together as one unbreakable clan, bonded by blood and destiny against the yawning darkness that even now threatened to consume them all. But first they must each face the gathering shades alone, conquering the personal demons dwelling inside their hearts before banishing those swirling outside their very doors. Only then could dawn's golden rays pierce the gloom blanketing their family and its cursed ancestral abode. In the small room's deathly stillness, Lily whispered a fervent prayer heavenward into the ether, hoping her words might sear like righteous fire through the malevolent shadows enshrouding the estate, and so summon the spiritual strength they would all need to simply survive this living nightmare. Her breath emerged as no cloud in the frigid midnight air, as if the bedchamber itself withheld any traces of life and warmth to sustain her. Somewhere above her head then, unseen floorboards groaned under the weight of phantom feet traversing the attics, the sudden sound raking claws of icy dread down her taut spine. The witching hour between night and day was upon them at last. Their waiting and preparation were over. Their true trial by fire had unavoidably, inexorably arrived. The spectral mist swirled with increasing ferocity beyond the manor walls as Lily huddled by guttering candlelight over Eldric's arcane diary, seeking clues to the curse's next trial. With quill in hand, she scrawled notes on age-yellowed parchment, translating the ancient tome's cryptic passages, describing rituals requiring blood descendants. A sharp gust rattled the leaded window panes, sounding almost like mocking laughter in the silent room. A blood-chilling draught suddenly extinguished the quivering candle flame, plunging her into darkness. As her eyes adjusted, she was startled by movement from the room's farthest corner. There, a shadowy, hooded form gradually drifted forward, the amulet of bronze and braided hair gripped in one wasted hand. Through the gloom, the stranger's gaunt features remained obscured beneath a black cowl. Heart seized by inexplicable dread, Lily stood frozen as thin lips parted from beneath the hood.
"We meet at last, descendant mine,"
A hollow voice resounded. Bony fingers raised, revealing not a stranger but the unmistakable visage of Eldric McAllister. Her damned ancestor's sunken eyes bored into her with grim intent.
"You alone can end what I began. By right of blood and birth, the unbroken lineage falls to you."
The temperature plummeted further as Eldric's chilling form drifted nearer, each word expelled on wisps of vapor.
"On the dawn when celestial forces crest, only your innocent voice can summon the damned and make right what I made wrong."
The ghostly fingers beckoned to the relic talisman as his shade gradually receded back into the hungry darkness.
Wait!
Lily cried after the disappearing specter of her forebear.
Tell me what I must do.
Only the howling wind through neglected eaves responded. Doused in cold perspiration, she knew now the crucial role she must play to lift the curse, whatever the terrifying cost. Heart pounding after the chilling encounter, Lily hastily relit the guttering candle. Its golden glow seemed feeble against the oppressive darkness, a lone beacon mirroring the hope she now clung to amidst despair's gnarled and grasping fingers. Somewhere beneath the manor's sloping eaves, her family kept their own solitary vigils, united in spirit but divided in their separate torments. Since first crossing the threshold into this haunted dominion, a nameless dread had pressed upon them from all sides, manifesting subtly at first in unexpounded shadows and whispers just outside perception. Yet over interminable, terror-filled weeks, the manifestations intensified by gradual turns. Food rotted overnight into moldy decay. Oil lamps abruptly extinguished without cause, leaving them blind to the eyes gazing hungrily from every dark recess and passageway. Wild specters raged within hearth fires, screams echoing from flames with sentience. None fully grasped how dire the situation had become until Brother Percival, led by some accursed compulsion, was found at dawn hacking manically at a dirt-choked carriage-house door with a rusted pickaxe. All 4 additional padlocks still locked from the outside. From within, blood-curdling screams had issued for hours throughout the preceding lightless night, despite no living soul held captive behind the warped oak planks. At last, acknowledging the true depths of the predations against them, The McAllisters observed their beleaguered kinsman with mounting apprehension, fearing whose psyche might unravel next, whose nerves were most fragile in the onslaught of waking terrors that only continued gathering force. The gloomy pre-dawn hours through which they now kept vigil seemed the darkest and longest yet. But dawn's feeble light would inevitably come, carrying some new abomination birthed from the endless fog's roiling, smoke-like depths.
Thank you for venturing further into the mists of the ancestors with us this Macabre Monday. The McAllisters' journey through their family's shadowed past grows ever more perilous, with each revelation bringing them closer to the heart of their ancestral curse. What will the next chapter unveil as the line between the living and the spectral continues to blur? Stay with Sinister Serials for the unfolding saga, where the whispers of history hold the key to salvation or